Up in the morning, move through the day. A cup in the moment you understand that, your life begins to change. The tragedy of many people is not a lack of opportunity, not a lack of intelligence, not a lack of resources, but a misunderstanding of responsibility. Many people are waiting for a person, a system, a miracle, or a moment to do for them what only discipline and personal commitment can accomplish. You can be inspired by others, taught by others, encouraged by others, and supported by others, but there is a boundary no one can cross for you. There is a place where every human being must stand alone and decide to act. That place is where destiny begins. You were not created to live as a spectator in your own life. You were not born to sit back and watch others build what you were supposed to build. Life does not reward intention. Life responds to action. You may have dreams, visions, ideas, and desires, but dreams without work are merely wishes dressed in imagination. A vision without labor becomes frustration. Potential without discipline becomes wasted greatness. The wealth of your future is hidden in the work you refuse to avoid. One of the greatest deceptions in the world is the belief that success can be transferred. People think if they associate with successful people, success will rub off on them. They think proximity can replace productivity. They think because someone else has done something extraordinary, they can inherit the results without embracing the process. But you cannot borrow another man's discipline. You cannot inherit another woman's preparation. You cannot receive the reward of a race you never ran. Every reward in life is connected to responsibility. The greatest tragedy in life is not failure. The greatest tragedy is living without accepting responsibility for the greatness placed within you. Many people want success, influence, wealth, peace, and significance, but they do not understand that these things are not built on desire alone. They are built on responsibility. Personal responsibility is the foundation of greatness, because greatness begins the moment you stop blaming others for your condition and start accepting ownership for your decisions, your growth, and your future. The day you take responsibility for your life is the day your life begins to change. Many people are waiting for someone to rescue them. They are waiting for the government, waiting for family, waiting for better circumstances, waiting for opportunities, waiting for luck, waiting for doors to open. But greatness does not come to those who wait passively. Greatness comes to those who understand that life responds to initiative. You were not created to be managed by your circumstances. You were created to manage them. But management begins with self-government. If you cannot govern yourself, you cannot govern anything else. Personal responsibility means you stop making excuses. Excuses are the language of those who have surrendered their power. Every excuse transfers responsibility away from you. Every excuse weakens initiative. Every excuse gives control of your future to something outside yourself. But the moment you say, I am responsible, something powerful happens. You reclaim authority. You recover vision. You activate purpose. Responsibility is not a burden. It is a privilege. It means you have the power to influence outcomes. It means your future is not entirely in the hands of other people. It means you are not a victim of circumstances, but a steward of possibility. Great people understand this principle. They do not waste time complaining about what is missing. They focus on what can be done with what is available. The problem with many people is they want the rewards of greatness without the responsibilities of greatness. They want success without discipline. They want influence without character. They want leadership without self-control. But greatness is never accidental. It is the product of responsibility embraced over time. Every great life is built on decisions nobody forced the person to make. They chose discipline. They chose growth. They chose commitment. They chose responsibility. You cannot build a meaningful future while blaming your past. Your background may explain some things, but it does not have to define everything. You may have faced rejection, hardship, disappointment, or limitations, but responsibility means refusing to let those experiences become permanent excuses. The moment you accept responsibility, you stop asking, why did this happen to me, and begin asking, what can I do now? That question changes everything. Personal responsibility begins in the mind. It begins with how you think about yourself. If you believe others are responsible for your growth, you will remain dependent. If you believe others must create your success, you will remain passive. But if you understand that your life is your stewardship, you begin to think differently. You begin to act differently. You begin to build differently. Your habits reveal whether you have accepted responsibility. Responsible people manage their time. They protect their priorities. They keep commitments. They develop themselves. They do not wait for motivation to act. They act because they have accepted ownership. Responsibility produces discipline, and discipline produces results. You must understand that greatness is not first about public recognition. It is first about private mastery. It is about becoming trustworthy with what has been placed in your hands. Before you can lead others, you must lead yourself. Before you can influence nations, you must govern your own habits. Before you can manage opportunities, you must manage your character. Many people ask for bigger opportunities while neglecting present responsibilities. But greatness often enters disguised as small assignments. How you handle what seems insignificant reveals whether you are prepared for more. Responsibility in little things prepares you for responsibility in greater things. Stop blaming people who did not support you. Stop blaming conditions that were unfavorable. Stop blaming time, age, economy, or environment. Greatness begins when blame ends. Responsibility is the dividing line between those who remain stuck and those who rise. The person who keeps blaming remains powerless. The person who accepts responsibility begins to build. Your future is not decided by what others failed to do for you. It is shaped by what you choose to do with what you have. Use your mind. Use your gifts. Use your opportunities. Use your time wisely. Develop what has been entrusted to you. Because greatness does not begin when everything is perfect. It begins when responsibility is embraced. The foundation of greatness is not talent. It is not resources. It is not connections. It is responsibility. Because responsibility transforms potential into productivity. It turns vision into action. It turns intention into achievement. And when you accept full responsibility for your life, you stop waiting for greatness to happen and begin building greatness from within. Discipline and work are the price of purpose because purpose is never fulfilled through desire alone. Many people talk about destiny, vision, calling, and greatness, but few understand that every meaningful assignment in life demands effort. Purpose is not a dream you admire. It is a responsibility you develop. It is something you build through discipline, sacrifice, consistency, and work. What many people call purpose often remains unrealized because they want the promise of purpose without paying the price attached to it. Everything valuable has a cost. Success has a cost. Growth has a cost. Leadership has a cost. Excellence has a cost. And the currency of achievement is discipline. You do not arrive at purpose through inspiration alone. Inspiration may awaken you, but discipline sustains you. Excitement may cause you to begin, but work is what causes you to continue. Purpose is not fulfilled by people who only move when they feel motivated. It is fulfilled by those who remain committed even when emotions fade. Discipline is the bridge between vision and manifestation. Without discipline, vision remains imagination. Without discipline, ideas remain unrealized. Without discipline, gifts remain undeveloped. Many people have potential, but potential without discipline is wasted capacity. It is not enough to possess ability. You must cultivate ability. You must refine it, strengthen it, and direct it through consistent effort. Work is not the enemy of purpose. Work is the vehicle of purpose. It is through labor that purpose takes form. It is through effort that vision becomes visible. It is through daily commitment that dreams become reality. People admire the fruit of successful lives, but they often ignore the roots of discipline beneath the surface. Every meaningful accomplishment is built on hidden labor. The problem with many people is they want after extraordinary results while maintaining ordinary habits. They want influence but reject preparation. They want impact but avoid effort. They want greatness but resist structure. But purpose cannot be fulfilled casually. Purpose demands order. It demands focus. It demands the discipline to do what is necessary even when it is inconvenient. Discipline means governing yourself. It means controlling your time, your thoughts, your habits, your emotions, and your priorities. If you cannot discipline yourself, distractions will control you. If you do not direct your energy, life will scatter it. Purpose requires concentration. It requires the ability to say no to what does not serve your assignment. Many people keep praying for their purpose to appear, but purpose often reveals itself through work. As you begin to move, clarity increases. As you begin to serve, direction unfolds. As you begin to develop what is in your hands, greater understanding comes. Some people are waiting for complete clarity before they begin, but purpose is often discovered in motion, not in passivity. Work also shapes the person carrying the purpose. It develops endurance. It strengthens character. It teaches wisdom. It produces maturity. Sometimes the work is not only building the assignment, it is building you. Because if purpose arrives before character is developed, the weight of it may destroy you. This is why discipline is protection as much as it is preparation. You must stop seeing discipline as restriction. Discipline is freedom. It frees you from wasted time. It frees you from disorder. It frees you from inconsistency. It frees you from the tyranny of impulse. The disciplined person can go farther because they are not constantly sabotaged by their own habits. Purpose also requires work because greatness is rarely achieved in one dramatic moment. It is usually built through repeated acts of faithfulness, one decision at a time, one disciplined day at a time, one improvement at a time. Open acts are often the result of small actions done consistently over time. Do not envy people walking in purpose if you are unwilling to embrace the process that formed them. Every person fulfilling a meaningful assignment has paid a price in private. There were sacrifices nobody saw. There was labor nobody applauded. There was discipline nobody celebrated. But that unseen work became visible results. Some people delay their purpose through procrastination. They keep saying, one day I will begin. One day I will change. One day I will build. But purpose does not respond to delay. It responds to action. Begin where you are. Use what you have. Start with what is in your hands. Work with what has already been entrusted to you. You cannot separate purpose from responsibility. If you want to fulfill your assignment, you must embrace the discipline it requires. Wake up with intention. Guard your focus. Manage your schedule. Develop your skills. Strengthen your mind. Refuse excuses. Keep happy when progress seems slow. Discipline and work are the price of purpose because nothing meaningful grows without cultivation. Even a seed requires soil, pressure, time, and process before it becomes a tree. In the same way, your purpose requires labor before it bears fruit. Stop looking for shortcuts around principles. Stop expecting purpose to unfold without effort. Greatness belongs to those willing to pay the price. And when you embrace discipline and commit to the work, you do not merely talk about purpose, you begin to fulfill it. One of the greatest obstacles to progress is the habit of waiting for others to do what you were born to do. Many people postpone their future because they keep expecting someone else to initiate what they should begin themselves. They wait for support before they move. They wait for approval before they act. They wait for perfect conditions before they build. But your future cannot be constructed through dependency. Your future is built when you stop waiting and start taking responsibility for what has been placed in your hands. There comes a point in life where you must stop asking, who will help me, and begin asking, what can I build with what I have? That question changes your posture. It moves you from passivity to initiative. It shifts you from dependency to responsibility. It awakens the builder within you. Because every human being was created not only to consume what others produce, but to create, develop, and multiply. Many people remain frustrated because they have mistaken expectation for progress. They think because they desire change, change will come. But change does not happen because you wish for it. Change happens when you move. Progress begins when you stop waiting for the world to create opportunities and begin creating value yourself. Waiting often disguises fear. It disguises indecision. It disguises reluctance to accept responsibility. But nothing significant is built by hesitation. Some people keep saying, when someone supports me, I will begin. When someone believes in me, I will move. When someone gives me resources, I will build. But if you keep postponing action until conditions satisfy you, you may wait your entire life. Great builders do not begin because conditions are perfect. They begin because purpose demands movement. You must understand that initiative is the language of leadership. Leaders do not wait to be pushed. They move because they have vision. They act because they understand responsibility. The future belongs to people who take initiative. The future is rarely inherited by those who remain passive. Stop expecting people to carry the burden of your assignment. Others may assist you, encourage you, or open doors for you, but they cannot build your future for you. They cannot develop your discipline for you. They cannot exercise your faith for you. There is work connected to your destiny that belongs to you alone. And until you accept that, you may continue living. Potential. Many people have ideas but never build because they are waiting for certainty. But certainty often comes through action, not before action. As you begin, clarity grows. As you move, direction develops. As you build, wisdom increases. Some of the understanding you seek is hidden in the very process you keep postponing. Building your future begins with accepting ownership of your development. Work on your mind. Work on your habits. Work on your discipline. Work on your skills. Stop assuming the future will improve while you remain unchanged. A better future often requires a better you. Growth is not accidental, it is cultivated. Do not underestimate what can happen when you begin with little. Many great things started small. A vision begins as an idea. A business begins with a decision. Influence begins with faithful action. What matters is not the size of the beginning, but the courage to begin. Small beginnings often contain great futures. Waiting often produces stagnation because it creates the illusion that time alone will solve what only action can change. Time does not build anything by itself. Time only reveals what your actions have produced. If you waste years waiting, time will expose delay. If you spend years building, time will reveal growth. Stop comparing your starting point to someone else's progress. Comparison can paralyze initiative. Focus on your assignment. Focus on your next step. Focus on what must be built in your life. The responsibility is not to imitate another person's journey, but to fulfill your own. Building your future also requires courage to make decisions. Indecision is often more damaging than imperfect action. Some people lose years not because they made wrong choices, but because they made no choices. Movement creates learning. Action creates adjustment. Progress often comes through course correction. You must also reject the belief that others owe you the future you desire. No one owes you success. No one. Often meant, no one owes you greatness. These things are developed through responsibility. The moment you stop expecting others to provide what you should build, you become dangerous to mediocrity. Your future is hidden in the discipline you embrace today. It is hidden in the habits you develop now. It is hidden in the actions you take when nobody is watching. The life you desire is not created by waiting for permission. It is created by building with conviction. Stop waiting for the ideal moment. Start building now. Start with the knowledge you have. Start with the resources available. Start with the opportunity in front of you. Do not let fear of imperfection prevent progress. Movement is often the beginning of mastery. Your future will not be shaped by what others fail to do for you. It will be shaped by what you decide to do from this day forward. Stop waiting. Start building. Take initiative. Accept responsibility. Move with purpose. Because the moment you stop copying others to create your future and begin building it yourself, you step into the power to transform your life. Your destiny is hidden in the work only you can do, because purpose is never discovered in passivity. It is revealed through responsibility, cultivated through discipline, and manifested through action. Many people spend their lives searching for destiny as though it is something separate from their daily decisions. But destiny is often concealed within the very work they keep postponing. It is hidden in the effort they avoid, the discipline they resist, the responsibilities they neglect, and the opportunities they underestimate. Many people think destiny is a dramatic event waiting to appear, but destiny is often much quieter than that. It is usually discovered in consistent obedience to what has already been placed in your hands. It is found in developing your gift, refining your character, strengthening your discipline, and doing faithfully what others consider ordinary. Great futures are often built through small acts of responsibility repeated over time. There is work assigned to your life that no one else can do for you. Others may inspire you, support you, advise you, or even help you, but there is a personal responsibility connected to your purpose that cannot be delegated. No one can develop your mind for you. No one can build your character for you. No one can exercise your discipline for you. No one can fulfill your assignment in your place. This is why your destiny is hidden in work only you can do. Because destiny is not merely about arriving somewhere. It is about becoming someone through the process. And the process often requires personal labor. It requires effort nobody can substitute. It requires choices nobody can make for you. Many people miss destiny because they keep looking for extraordinary opportunities while neglecting ordinary responsibilities. But destiny often enters disguised as daily discipline. It comes hidden in preparation. It comes hidden in study. It comes hidden in sacrifice. It comes hidden in perseverance. What seems small today may be preparing you for something far greater tomorrow. Some people keep praying for their destiny while refusing to do the work connected to it. They want greatness without growth. They want influence without development. They want purpose without discipline. But destiny does not unfold through wishful thinking. It unfolds through action aligned with principle. You must understand that what you repeatedly avoid may contain the very breakthrough you seek. The book you keep delaying may carry your message. The skill you keep neglecting may unlock your next level. The discipline you keep resisting may contain the strength you need. Sometimes destiny is hidden behind the very effort you have been unwilling to embrace. Work also reveals capacity. You do not fully discover what you can do until you begin doing what is required. Many people underestimate themselves. They have never tested their potential through disciplined effort. Capacity expands under responsibility. Strength grows under pressure. Wisdom increases through practice. Do not despise the process of work. Work is not punishment. Work is how vision becomes visible. Work is how purpose becomes tangible. Work is how hidden potential becomes manifested reality. The seed does not become a tree through desire. It becomes a tree through process. In the same way, your destiny grows through cultivation. Some people keep waiting for someone to recognize their greatness while neglecting the work that would reveal it. But recognition is not the source of destiny. Responsibility is. If nobody applauds you, keep building. If nobody notices your effort, keep developing. If progress seems slow, keep working. Destiny often unfolds long before others can see it. Your assignment may require a kind of obedience unique to you. There are decisions only you can make. There are risks only you can. Carpe. There are steps only you can walk. This is why you must stop comparing your journey to others. Their work is not your work. Their assignment is not your assignment. Your responsibility is to fulfill what has been entrusted to you. Some of the greatest tragedies in life are not failed attempts, but abandoned assignments. People leave undone what they were born to build because they underestimated the importance of disciplined labor. They mistook delay for safety. They mistook comfort for peace. But destiny is rarely found in the avoidance of effort. There is something powerful about accepting that your future is connected to the work before you. It gives dignity to discipline. It gives meaning to preparation. It gives purpose to persistence. It reminds you that what feels demanding may be developing the very life you were created to live. Stop waiting for destiny to appear as a mystery. Begin treating your present responsibilities as part of your calling. Honor what is in your afternoon. Develop what you have been given. Strengthen what has been neglected. Return to the work you have postponed, because your destiny may be hidden in the problem you have been called to solve. It may be hidden in the people you are meant to serve. It may be hidden in the discipline you need to embrace. It may be hidden in the courage required to begin again. Do the work only you can do. Build what you were born to build. Develop what you were given to develop. Refuse to let delay rob you of purpose. Refuse to let comfort keep you from calling. Refuse to let fear silence what was meant to be expressed through your life. Your destiny is not waiting in some distant place disconnected from your present. It is often hidden in today's obedience, today's discipline, today's work. And when you embrace the labor attached to your assignment, you do not merely pursue destiny, you begin to uncover it.